Hello everyone, how are we this morning? Well, for me it's morning, for you it's more, for a lot of you it's nighttime or evening, something along those lines. How have we got? Hello Angie, my darling, go get your coffee, that's all right. Hello Evelyn, your Heather page is looking fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. Charms, hello. And Donna, how's it going? Donna, I am also there with you. I'm on mental health leave from work at the moment for exactly that reason. So you'll find that most of us in here fully empathise with you. Hello, Atlanta, for the it's that kind of like that in the streams. It's kind of like, yeah, after me, maybe is Sarah. Hey, Sue. So Sarah Moonlighter. I think she usually comes on after me. You keep being Loki McGurky, Ashley. That is fine. Deb, hello. How are you? Yeah, me too. I found drawing a couple of years ago, and it's been fantastic. So I'm just zooming on in for a little bit. So yeah, I'm actually really good. I'm cruising along at the moment. We're on a Sunday morning here. I'm just putting my nail polish away because I was doing my nails during Evelyn's stream because I'd forgotten that I needed to do them. And so they're roughly done. So you'll have to forgive that. I haven't had time to tidy them up. But there we go. There's my nails. I did some chrome. Woo! But yeah. And this is my little bargain. Look. Little ladybug. I got it for 35 cents from the op shop yesterday. Hey Nina, how's it going? Thanks, Ashley. I love this image too. I can't wait to get it done. But yeah, so going to be working on this image today. Oh gosh, I'm like, yeah. So it's like ladybug bargain. That's right. As soon as I see ladybug, I gotta have it. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, so you just have to wait till I get myself organized. You know, the joys of it. I've got to get my switch chart out. But yeah, I know, it's the coolest ring. I was like, yeah, 35 cents, because I went to the op shop because they had 30% off everything yesterday. So I was like, I'll just go to the op shop and have a look. There wasn't much there because everyone had picked a lot of the stuff out. But this was a cute little find. I was like, yeah, I got to get that. So, but I've been, if you hadn't seen my haul video, my hauls for September, then you'll know that I've been on a bit of a paper kick treat ride of buying a whole lot of stuff. And so, Ryan, oh my gosh, hello, how are you? It's wonderful to see your face. Oh, it's really good to see you here, mate. Really good. Hope you're doing okay. You've just made my morning. Oh, it's fantastic to see you. So, I have been. Oh, Ryan, you'll love this. I've missed you too. You'll love this because I've been on a card making binge. So don't judge me too hard because I'm trying. I'm trying. So I'm going to show you my cards. We'll see. I might zoom in just a little bit more. All right, let's get rid of the faces, even though they're the two most beautiful faces in the world. So I've been, if you've seen in my haul, I said that I bought some card magazines, and I've been, yes, Ryan is Color and Recover Atlanta. Yes. Hey, Sarah. So I said, like, I bought a whole lot of stuff, but I also bought some magazines. And so what I've been doing is, picking a magazine, and I'm working through that. So this is the kit that I got, one of the kits I got. Now, remember that here in Australia, we get everything 6 months late, because it takes 6 months apparently to get things down under. We're a bit slow down here. But I've been using this kit here. So John Next Door Summer Special. So this is the one I've started with. And so I'm doing a few cards from this. And like, it comes with the papers and the stamps and the dies and all of that kind of stuff. So I've been working with that in case anyone is even remotely interested. But yeah, so this is the first card I did. And and then it opens up, and so I've used like the pictures in the magazine for inspiration, but I've individualized everything. I like to add my own things to it. I don't want to copy them directly. So this one, so I did this one, and then I went on and I did this one. So I got this one. Yeah, yeah, I was waiting for you, Shannon. I knew I was like, Shannon will be lurking. And I'll be like, she'll be like, ooh, and I'm like, she'll watch. So I did this one. So this is what I was sitting here yesterday. I was playing with all of my new toys, basically. Nana, hello. Then I did this one. I don't think I put anything on the inside of this one. No. So I did this one. And then I did this one. Monica's going to delete me one day. No, don't be silly. And then I even did some little stampings on the inside of that one. But I did that one. And then I did this. I like this one because I like the vintagey. I like these browns and colors and stuff. Hey, Mona. Hey, Mona. And so this one, and I even got a little stamp in there. So did that one. And this one was my last one last night. So it's just a simple one. It's all pink and sparkly. Dirty greens and pink. So did that one. But yeah, so I've just been playing with the cards and hoping they turn out okay. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing a Sarah Richter this month too. I love Sarah Richter's work. She is just phenomenal. She is the bomb. But yeah, thank you, right? I'm going to take that as a compliment because from you, card maker extraordinaire. I don't know, but it's me doing it so slow. You would have been totally judging how slow I was going. Like, they took me ages to do. But yes, so I'm going to work on, obviously, these girls go today. But do you want me to work on Em's hair, or do you want me to start on George's skin? Yeah, Shannon. And then I keep watching and getting inspiration off things, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I have the ideas in my head, but I've got to, my talent isn't quite there yet. Really? See, whereas like my family, Nina, I must admit, my dad would rather me get a piece of paper and scribble on it, "I love you, Dad," than go buy him a card. Heather, how's it going? Um, he 1,000 times over would rather that George's skin. So I've got a George's skin. But yeah, whether you want me to do hair or skinalin. So I don't know what I'm doing. It's early and my brain hasn't switched on yet, so that could get dangerous. Always Georgia. All right. Well, we'll start with the Georgia girl. So Georgia's got a pink. She's got a more of a pink undertone. So Emily is very olive. So she's got a lot of yes, Atlanta. Heather is Wilson. You'll be quiet, Dana. Why's that? You don't be quiet. Oh yeah, Nana's Sarah Richter page. Heather was. Oh my god, I saw it, and like, of course, it was red, so it caught my eye anyway. But it was like, whoa. So Georgia has more of a pink undertone to her skin, whereas Emily is, like I said, more olivey. But with George, the fact that we're outside in amongst all the palm trees and stuff like that, there is still a little bit of green in Georgia's highlights. So I'm just going to come in with, I'll be using Lumis probably mostly for the skin. I'm going to come in with middle verdigris. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? I'll just zoom in one more step, I think. Okay. So I'm going to come in with middle verdigris. And I'm just going to run a little bit of that along where the highlights will be. I will go over it with other colors, but that green tinge will blend into those other colors and be there. Because this was taken out on my deck. So there's a lot of, it was a bright sunny day, and there's a lot of green reflection coming from the environment. Oh gosh, words. You'd think I'd be able to do words. Is there anything we can do, Dana? We're always here to help. So while I'm doing this middle verdigris, you guys won't be able to see any of it, but it is there. Okay. Now I've got to think about what colors I'm going to use. That's helpful. I should have thought about that, hey. Actually, I'm going to go into the light fast. Go figure after all of that. Oh, no, Nana, I'll come in and go heavy. That was just because I was literally trying to do a tickle there. I don't tickle anything. There's nothing delicate about me. Yeah, Angie's agreeing. All right. I'm going to come in with Flesh Pink from the Light Fast. The only reason why I'm tickling at the moment, just seems wrong even saying about myself, is I'm only putting a base color down. So this is Flesh Pink. I'm just getting base colors down. There is nothing normally delicate about my approach to anything. But I just want a base layer of color down for the rest of my pencils to go on. And because I've got a lot of blonde hair there, I'm going to come in with you could stylus, nail dotter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I do not have enough Pepsi going through my veins. I'm like, no worries. Like away, Heather. Love you. No, that's all right, Renee. I had to do a hug. So I'm going to come in with this. So this can be used to make some indents, and I don't want any of the pencil work I do to go over these wispy bits of hair. So I'm using this to indent the page, which will mean that when I use the pencil, it should glide over it. It's used a lot in graphite to keep white page highlights. And in this case, I want to obviously keep some of the wispy bits of her hair. As you can tell, it was pretty windy. Always is up on the deck most of the time. So I'm just coming through with this so that when I'm colouring later, sorry, I'm actually half concentrating. I am enjoying my new craft corner. It's like, it's kind of cool. If Joe sees it, but he might not approve of my engineering skills. But definitely a cool little nookie thing. Nothing like having 14-hour drive to think about what you're going to do with it. All right, that should be enough. Hopefully just to keep some of the highlight. Yeah, it's a dotting tool. Yes. So you can buy them in packs, like off eBay. Always put in nail art rather than art supplies, because if you put in anything to do with art, they like 5 million times quadruple the price. So if you just put in nail dotting tools, these are only like a couple of bucks on eBay, and they come in a set of 5. Obviously that one out that I had out was there, and they've got the smaller end, and then they've on the other end they have larger dot tools. So they're always a handy little thing to have. I think I have like 3 sets because I keep losing them, and then so I buy another set and then I find the set. Yeah, it's a really good tip. Oh, did I just spit on my page? Probably. Oh well, you didn't see it. So I'm not being too careful with this color. It is just to have a bit of pencil down when I go in. And this is a pink color because, like I said, George has got more of a what we call a cool undertone. She's actually quite neutral like I am, but she was wearing a pink dress, and against Emily, she definitely looks much cooler. Oh, Dana, yeah. Some people are just nasty, and the way I get by dealing with those people is I actually feel sorry for them. I sit there and think that to where they got to in their life, that they feel it's okay to be nasty to someone, makes me sad, and it makes me, I feel sorry for them, because it must be a horrible life that they had led to get themselves to that point. And that kind of manages to make me feel a little bit more at ease with dealing with people being just jerks. I hope that helps, because, yeah, I have found, especially like being a teacher, I have found that there's always a story behind a lot of trauma that usually leads people to those kinds of things. All right. So I've got that down. Now I'm going to come in with Burnt Sienna 10. Okay, I've got to sharpen it. Marilyn, hello. Yeah, that's how I feel, Nana. And I completely forgot to even post my hashtag for this month, so it's called "I'm going to color what I want." But that being said, I've got the Harry Potter colorathon, and then the Halloween, the festival of, I can't remember what the hashtag is for Shell. All right, so I'm going to come in with Burnt Sienna 10. Need my brush. Yes, I love that your husband reminded you, Marilyn. That is fantastic. Yeah, I'm doing Luna. And you may get to, mind you, if you want to see my face, just go back, 100 videos or something, because I used to do makeup tutorials. But I may have dual cam, and I may pull out the cosplay whilst I am coloring Luna. And I'm also doing because in some of the gaps, Emily's got other people doing other things. I'm doing origami, so I'm going to do some Harry Potter origami. Now, basically, I'm transfiguring paper into something, so there may be a McGonagall appearance as well. Oh, that's beautiful, Marilyn. It's lovely. Oh, hello, Marilyn's husband. You are just wonderful. I do love hearing about all the partners and support that they provide. The people in this little community, that they embrace the fact that this community provides something, and that's just lovely. And then I have moments of like, oh, maybe I need to find me one of them, and then I go, no, nope, nope. It was like I went to a 2-year-old's birthday party yesterday, and I was like, a few years ago, that would have made me feel all clucky and be like, oh, I want another child. Yesterday, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. There's no cluckiness there at all. I'm like, nope. You're colouring McGonagall? I love McGonagall. Well, I've got to go get all my I've got to go get my Ravenclaw cloak and my Ravenclaw uniform and my McGonagall cloak from the costume ladies, because I lent them to the costume ladies for the play, because some people needed to wear some cloaks to disguise their costume for a bit. So I need to go get that. That spot's going to drive me nuts. I know it will get covered, but oh, yours is Snape. No, I'm a McGonagall. And Professor Flitwick. Yeah, to let Bob out of the office. Is he okay? Yesterday must have been, or was it yesterday still, or was it this morning? I don't know. It must have been a big shock for him. And that would have been, I know I would have been shaken. Oh, hey, Jamie. How are you? Oh, yeah, Dumbledore's awesome. To be honest, I pretty much like everyone except for, and I know this is a big shock, I'm not a fan of Harry. Which always seems to shock people, but I'm actually not his biggest fan. Why did I pick something that's got jewelry and sparkly bits? Oh my gosh, this is going to be painful. Ah, Molly's awesome. Yes, Dumbledore does have a brother. And he had a sister. Bob Ross, good old Bob Ross. I love listening to him. It's just like instant calming. It's like, okay, I'm relaxed. And I love, the fact that once he left the military, he made a vow never to yell again, because he was a drill sergeant in the military. I love that. All right, so that was Burnt Sienna 10. Now I'm going to come in with Burnt Sienna 50. So you'll see where, I don't know if you can see it, but where I've made the indents, the pencil just glides straight over it. Ah, awesome. Ah, not my daughter. Bitch. Love that. Best line ever. And I'm the same. Like I'm a bit of a pacifist. I'm not about violence or anything like that. Even though I used to beat people up for a living, as I say. I'm actually not. I've never hit someone in anger in my entire life. But I tell you what, if someone went near my girls, it would be messy. It would get messy quick, smart. You're going to colour the darkest pitch possible. Nice. Hey, Marie, how's it going? Happy trees. And a little squirrel. Little friends. Because they need to have friends. Yeah. It's hard because I'm a teacher. I have to think a lot more about how I respond to different situations because, a lot of the students and kids and stuff and parents are all obviously involved in that. So I have to be much more mindful of my professionalism. But I'm like, man, sometimes I sit there and think you are lucky that I have that over the back of my head and that having an income to support my children is more important than going batshit crazy over you. What grade do I teach? Not you like you, Atlanta. I admire you for doing preschool. No, I'm a high school teacher. I teach high school math, science, and Japanese. I'm a geek, a nerd, whatever you want to call it. Proud of it. Yeah, no, I don't know how you could like little kids. Man, you guys need 5,000 more million more dollars than I get as a high school teacher. You guys are the real superheroes. Gosh, she just looks like she's got major vertigo. Oh my god, brain's not going to do science this early in the morning issues. Yeah, fair enough. Whereas I go in and occasionally I'll go down to the primary school and do a science lesson with them because a lot of primary school teachers don't like doing science. So I'll go down occasionally to one of the local primary schools and do some science pracs and stuff. And I'm just like, no. I just no. I'm like, I can't. They like want to touch you, and they're needy, and they want, I can't, you know. And my behavior management tactic is the first day of school, I talk about the fact that I used to beat people up for a living. So then I have the students have like a little bit of a fear of me. Even though obviously never do that to a student. Never do that to a person. Unless it was just like in defense. But they live in that little bit of fear of me. Yeah, she's got a bit of rosacea at the moment. She's just a little bit pink. She's going to get worse in a second. She's going to get some blue in her in a sec. Yeah, that's it. It's funny how, but that's what I mean. Like we all end up in that area that suits our personality, which makes us, you know, that's the awesomeness of it. I'm like, yeah, no little kids. Not for me. I didn't like little kids when I was a parent. So I love my daughter, but oh gosh, I just don't have the patience for little kids. Oh, oh really, Renee? Oh, geez, why people cheat? Seriously? I'm like, but even Bob Ross was so cute. Oh, Renee, my nephew got the Mars 3 resin printer. I don't know if that makes any sense to your world. I think that's what he said to me. I told him I would remember Mars and resin. I'm like, I don't understand. But yeah, that's what he got. I don't know what any of that means, but anyway. It's my niece's birthday today, so I've got to give her a call later to wish her happy birthday. And how exciting was it with Melissa and baby Julian yesterday? I was actually at a kid's birthday party during Emily's stream. But then I saw that it was announced at the end of Emily's stream that Melissa had a little baby boy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That I sent her a message and I said, just so you know, that boy is going to be well loved by a very, very large community. He is going to be, he's going to have a lot of pseudo grandparents, aunties. Just like Sammy and Vicky, they all kind of, those kids all become ours. All right. So, what color do I want? Okay, I'm going to come in with that, I think. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the pencil I want to use. All right, so I'm going to come in with the Light Fast, which is Ocean Blue Dark. Now, Georgia is a pinky undertone, and pink, you know, the opposite to red is green, but cooler skin also tends to have a lot more blue in their undertone. So I've basically gone for a deep blue-green. So I want that, I definitely want it to lean more blue. So that's the color I'm coming in to neutralize and put in the shadows. So this is Ocean Blue Dark. And I'm going to come in and start putting that into the shadows. So she's going to look like a crazy clown for a while here. Yeah. No, I haven't been on Instagram yet. Like this morning, you know, me waking up was the thing. And then I had to do my nails. So, because I was like, oh, I haven't done my nails. So I haven't even been onto Insta yet to see the photo. But I've got no doubt he's gorgeous. Just like little smushy little face. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like, yeah, I want to hold them, and then I'm done. You can have them back when they cry. That's not my problem. Your problem, not mine. Enjoy. I just get to be here for the good times. It's the way I like it. Although when I was walking out with Emily yesterday from birthday back, because Georgia's away on a camping trip. She's gone camping willingly. I don't know. And I was walking out with Emily, and I was saying about, I'm done. And I said, and I said, except for when grandbabies come long time in the future. And she's like, yeah, because that's what you'll be looking after grandbabies. And I'm like, yeah, I get that I'm going to be, the unpaid babysitter. That's kind of what happens. So Georgia has what we call hooded lids, or puppy dog eyes, which puppy dog's eyes sounds nicer. So there's a lot of shadowing in her lid area. I have the same eyes, good old hooded hoods that get droopier and droopier as you age. My mum actually had to go have surgery a few years ago. I told her that she was getting an eye lift. She's getting plastic surgery because she wanted to look pretty, but no, she had to go in and get surgery because the droops were starting to impede her vision. They were hanging that far, so yeah, low sleepers too off. Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, that's lovely, Atlanta. I'm really glad you're excited to get into the classroom. I've actually got to do some return to work this year, at the end of this year, to figure out what I'm gonna do next year. It's going to be interesting going back. It feels weird having had so much time off, the idea. And yet I miss the kids. I miss the interaction. I miss the physical activity. Well, my butt does, because it's increased in girth by me not being as active. Oh, I forgot an ear. Of course I did. Oh, Data, hope you are okay. Look after yourself. Well, Elena, so Emily, this one here, is not biologically my child. I do the same thing. So she and her brothers and sisters come to stay with me for a while, and she chose to stay for good. So she is mine now, but not mine. And that I love that, because so my backstory, it's a great one. Because I know there's a few people in here that, people are always, the whole thing about mental health and PTSD and stuff, you feel like it's a taboo subject. It's not. I don't mind telling my story, because it's important for people to realize that there are people out there that understand, and have gone through similar, not the same, but similar, because everyone's story is different. So I I won't get into it all, but yes, I got married. I met a man, and he was wonderful, and I knew within 10 minutes that I was going to marry him. And he is still a great man. So even with all of this, we are friends now, and I think he's a good man, and he's a fantastic father to my daughter. But I'd met him just after I had gotten out of a mentally abusive relationship. That it wasn't until it went physical that I went, "What are you doing, woman?" and walked out the door. But it took a long time to recover from that. But so I met my husband, and he was in the Defence Forces. All good. I was a contractor for the Defence Force anyway, so that's how I met him. And we got married, all that kind of stuff. And then I fell pregnant, and he was deployed to Iraq while I was pregnant. So that was great. So he missed pretty much all my pregnancy. So with that pregnancy, I had to sort out my own cravings. Great. Not that my cravings were bad. With Bella, they were just lemons. So that was an easy craving. And yeah, so he got back from Iraq in a few weeks before my due date with our first child, and which is fantastic. Lo and behold, went and had our child. Went and had our daughter, and sadly, we lost her at 5 days old to sudden infant death syndrome. So it occurred right in front of me. So we lost that. So me being me, tried to suck it up and just be like, fine, and didn't communicate with my husband. He didn't communicate with me. All of that kind of good stuff. So we had a lot of grief, and then we just tried to pretend that life was normal and did a whole lot of things. And then I fell pregnant again, and I went and found him and told him, and we were so happy that I'd fallen pregnant, only for me to have an ectopic miscarriage later that day. So that was another kick in the guts. And then sorry, I'm just looking at the pencils while I'm going. You'll just have to bear with me. Where are you, Dark Flesh? Dark Flesh. Oh, because I'm in the wrong section. All right. No, I don't want Carmine Lake yet. Dark Flesh. So then that was all good. And then eventually I fell pregnant with Georgia, and which was fine, but we were pretty rough by then. Grief and PTSD and all of that takes its toll. And he left me on Halloween for another woman while I was 6 months pregnant. So I've pretty much done it all by myself. I was living in a shed at that time because we were renovating a house and we'd just built a shed on the property. So I had to move myself at 8 months pregnant into a house because I didn't want to have a baby in a shed. So, but yeah. So, you know, there is a lot of that kind of stuff out there, and we empathize with you, and we understand how difficult it can be sometimes. So I don't know if I said I'm using dark flesh. So just know that there's a lot of people here that you can talk to. And so when I joke about, you know, my lack of commitment issues, that's why. And it's something I've, you know, my psychologist and I have talked quite openly about many times. I have zero interest in establishing a relationship again, and I'm happy with that. And we're you know, that was the psychologist and I both come to, you know, that understanding. Hey Pickles, how are you, Jody? No worries, Deb. Sorry, sweetie. Give me a message later if you need to talk, okay? I know my way, shape, or form wanted to do that for you. And I'm sorry that I did. So just message me later if you need to. But anyway, I now have a beautiful I now have beautiful daughters. Look at them. Although at this point in time, she kind of looks like a zombie. But they are the light of my life. They're amazing young women, young girls, and they will be amazing young women. And I'm so very, very proud of them. Except for when they don't clean their room. Yeah, it happens a bit like that, Jody. Hey, you just go, what? Oh, I got to tell you a story. Okay, so if you hadn't realized, I like to organize things. All right, I'm sure you are aware of that, and I've said it quite a few times. Like, I think I like to buy things just to organize them and find places for them. Like, it's one of those coping mechanisms. I love it. I love to organize. And so my best friend come over for a visit yesterday, and she's got a couple of weeks off at the end of October, and we were talking about we're going to go down to Brisbane and have a girls' night. And like, a girls' night for us is not drinking because neither of us drink, but you know, we're just going to have a night at the hotel so we don't have to rush up and back because it's a 3-hour drive each way. And and she's like, because she wants to get some stuff for her. Sorry, I didn't realize I was getting out of frame there. She wants to get some stuff for her house, and I for the girls, I'm going to give them. Can you please organize you? I can't organize people. I can only organize things. No worries, Atlanta. That's what I was just letting you know. There's people here that understand, and so but yeah, so, and I was, because the girls for Christmas, they don't really need anything. My girls rarely need anything. But what I'm going to do is we're going to do room makeovers. So Georgia has actually been keeping her room tidy after the debacle a couple months ago. And so I'm going to paint their rooms, and I want to get better wardrobes and a better bed that doesn't squeak and all of that kind of stuff. Because at the moment she's got one of those old spring mattress beds, and yeah, it's like joys. So going to, and I was saying that that's what I was going to do for Christmas, and we're going to go to IKEA and Costco and all of that kind of stuff. And then she asked me to do something for her, and it was like, I love that you get me. And she's like, before we go, can you come over and organize my office study? And I'm like, yes. And I'm just like, oh, I love it. And she's like, she goes, because she was trying to explain to her husband that she was going to ask me to do it. And he's like, you can't ask her to come around and do stuff like that. And she's just like, yeah, I can. And she will. So I'm like, yeah. All right, coming back in with that Dark Sienna 50. So I've got to go around and organize her office or go through it and then figure out what she needs from IKEA. But, hey, Tanya, how's it going? You know, the WD-4, it's an old spring bed. It's never going to be thing. And I want to get her one of those. Like, I'm just like, I want white furniture. I like nice, bright, happy. And I want to get her one of the beds that have got the drawers underneath it. That's what drawers meant, by the way. So that she's just got a bit more storage. And Georgia just needs a better wardrobe because we've just got some dodgy wardrobe. She just needs better places to put her clothes and her shoes because her shoes don't even fit in the wardrobe. So, I'm not sure whether Sarah's going to be streaming after me. Yes, I did recommend you, Tonya. Atlanta was wondering about clothing, and I'm like, just go check out Tonya. Right. So daylight savings started for the Southerners today, this morning. So Angie officially doesn't. So my stream for Angie now is at 8 a.m., not 7 a.m. But we don't do daylight savings up here. We get enough sun and heat. I don't need more. We don't need more. Nice. Ooh, fairy dress, lovely. Yes, you do like to do your clothes, and you do them so well. That Christine Caron genie. Oh my gosh, that was spectacular. The shawl, everything about that one was just the colors. Oh, Tanya, were you here the other day when I showed you my room? Tanya, I have pink in my room. I've never had pink in my room ever. Aspie was mortified. Oh no, well, hey, you've just got a whole lot of glitter. You just own that. It's like it's a sparkly spider web. They glint in the sun. Yeah. Yeah, well then definitely, Elena, go look at it probably would have been about a month ago. Tonya did a Christine Karen image and she did it with pinks. And it was so it's got like, and she did obviously the see-through components of stuff. Hey Mary, how's it going, darling? She did the see-through components and it was just the bomb. I'm not sure if it's hers, but it's one of my favorite images I've ever seen her color. Like she nailed it so good. Oh, hail. Ooh. Yeah. Definitely check out her Genie. It was just incredible. So remembering that with skin, there's always the ugly teenage stage. We're definitely in ugly teenage stage. It goes for a while and suddenly beauty will bloom. Oh, what were we talking about? Your Christine Karen page, the Genie. I was just kind of gushing over it a little bit. That was all. I was doing a bit of a fangirl moment. I was just saying it was one of my favorite colorings I've seen you do. Like, and I didn't know, as I said, I didn't know whether it's yours, but it's definitely one of mine. That was all. I was being nice. Shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. See, Kelly, you're right. Like honestly, just the Genie, the best. And her eyes, oh my gosh, just everything about it. I honestly just loved that image so much. Like sometimes, like I love everyone and I love what everyone does, but every now and again, someone just knocks it out of the park, and that was a knock out of the park moment. I loved it. All right, back in with Burnt Sienna 10. Jody, your skin is not that bad. Oh, I love it. Love it. Yeah. Did you end up deciding which of the prints you're going to take to work and which ones you're going to keep at home? We kind of sent you a few. If you weren't aware, Ashley might have a slight obsession with Denise Collette. So Angie Shell and I bought her a whole bunch of her prints for her birthday. So she's got Denise Collette everywhere. You got a whole lot of art in the last couple of months from all of us, Ashley. Have you got enough walls in your apartment? Evelyn, you knock it out of the park all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a fantastic colorist. Yeah, oh my gosh. The skin tone pencils from Kmart. I've got the Crayola skin tone. Is that what you're talking about? I do have them. Yes, but I've only done one image with it. I'm actually going to work. I've got plans to do a because it's C for October, so I'm going to do it a Crayola page. Hey, Amy, how's it going? G'day and welcome. Yeah, so I'm going to use Crayola, probably Crayart. Hey, I'm using Caran d'Ache Luminance. Hey! Not intentional. What else? Copics. C's is easy. Color Soft. There's like so many choices with C. Oh, that one's an easy one. Next couple of months are easy. When we get to the E's and the F's, it might get a little bit. Oh, Faber-Castell, F. That's right. Oh, E's. Oh, Ergo Sauce. I could do something like that. Something like that. Oh, Evelyn, you spoil Ashley on the daily. What are you talking about? She is very, very well loved by you, and she's very lucky. It was more because it was, we're all in or on the other side of the world, so it was easy to find something that we could send her that could, and like we could have messaged the Denise herself and all of that and get it organized. That was the main thing. I mean, I think Ashley appreciates everything you do for her. Oh, no, I haven't seen the Kmart own brand. I was at Kmart the other day too, buying a whole lot of stuff. No surprise there. Did I say hello to you too, Marie? I can't even remember, but hello. Oh, yeah, you have your little pity party, and then we'll move on. It'll be all right. Build a bridge. Move on. Oh, I got some stamps. I know I wasn't gonna buy much more, but I saw these and I had to. So once I've been looking, I can't find any Happy Mail stamps. I want some stamps that say Happy Mail or something, because I want to send out Happy Mail cards. But no, I can't find a stamp set that's got Happy Mail on it anywhere. So I'm like, oh well. But I got to show you these. I went into Linkcraft yesterday. Oh, I don't even know what I was going in for. Just to waste money. But I got this stamp set. And it's like, because when I said build a bridge, I was just like, it's so Aussie. And it's got, you little ripper. Give it a go, mate. G'day from Australia. Fair income. She'll be right. Have a go, you mug. You little booty. And I'm like, and I couldn't resist them. I was just like, I've seen Happy Mail stamps out there, Angie, but when I've gone to try and find the pack, I can't find it to purchase it, if that makes sense. So whether they're, being discontinued or whatever, but yeah. So I did like those Aussie stamps. I was like, Had a giggle over them. No. I was like, yeah. Oh, you've got it all. I know. I've got to pull Nightbot out again out of the corner and maybe give him another chance. Like I said, I have commitment issues and relying on someone else to do stuff. I don't know how I feel about letting Nightbot back out of the corner, but it'd make Angie's job and your job and all my mods' jobs so much easier if I did let him out of the corner. So I probably should. Hey, Rita. Oh, Rita, you've missed my cards. I made me some cards. Casper, no one wants to hear you having a gnaw. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. Yeah, we will test him first. You don't have a Kmart here? Oh, my God. Dana, are you in Australia? Because the Aussie Kmart is so different to what I've seen the American Kmart is. Our Kmart here is just a place for money to disappear. So you'll notice I'm just going straight over her hair. Oh, sorry. I'm going straight over her hair now. And because I've put those indents in, it's not coming up. It's a really good way to maintain those highlights if you need them. All right. Now I'm going to go in with the what do I want? What do I want? I'm just looking at the colors, deciding what I want. Going to come in with Burnt Ochre 10. Just need to sharpen it. Okay, yeah, our Kmart is just, I just love our Kmart. I mean, you don't buy stuff there expecting it to last 1,000 years, but like that cubby corner, so on my community channel, community pay, whatever it's called, that section, I posted a picture of my cubby corner. Now, I built that out of Kmart cube shells that cost like $15 each. So I've got 6 of them. So what, 6 times 15, $90. And I went and got some timber, not, less than $10 worth of timber. So for less than $100, I made that my little cubby corner. So I was like, yeah. All right, Burnt Ochre 10. Yes. So, oh, Rita. So, yes. So, what I did was I printed out I changed a photo image of my girls, and I just played with the contrast and highlights a little bit to make the grayscale how I wanted it, and I printed it out, and I'm coloring a picture of my girls. Yep. Hey, Louise. Oh, you missed my colours. You've missed. Oh, look. All right. So I've got Rita. If you don't mind, I've got Rita and I've got Louise in here now, and you know, can I show my cards again? Would you mind? So I'm like, does that one have a black eye? No, it's just shading. It's just all about shading and highlights. The blackness will disappear in a sec. When you're coloring faces, you need to have a lot of contrast and a lot of highlight. Otherwise, it doesn't look right. But the darkness of that, and it is dark. She's got the way her face is tilted and the way her hair is. That is a very significant shadowing underneath the eye. So it will actually look like a black eye, but for now, but it won't at the end, if that makes sense. Okay, all right. I'll come back out. I'll show you my cards. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So there's one. Beep, 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 beep. Come in. Actually, I've gone out too far. All right. So there we go. Here's one. And then did this one. Pew, pew. And then I did this one. Pew, pew. Sound effects required. Did that one. Then I did this one just because I could. Is that one? And then, so I'm just working from one particular like magazine kit at the moment because I'm just trying to teach myself things. And then I did this one. And then I did this one, which is all pink and sparkly. I was like, I felt this was me at like 9-10 o'clock last night, and I'm like, I just want to put sparkle things. So it's got a lot of pink sparkles. So yeah, so I did Zems. So that's what I did yesterday. Was I played with cards. No idea what I'm doing, but that's part of it. I'm just learning. Maybe we'll get there. Because I'm so slow. Like I may be Speedy Gonzales with coloring pencils, but you give me scissors and glue, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Well, Rita, you need to. Dana, why are you being quiet again? You're going to go back? All right. Oh, I didn't do that, Evelyn. It was only a hair that I was brushing. Probably one of my greys. Oh, no, they don't fall out. It's probably one of my normal colours. Hold on, I've just got to let Winchester into Em's room because he's crying. Where are you? Yeah. Thanks, Renee. Oh, well, hopefully it all goes well, Rita. I'm thinking about what to draw. Draw me a ladybug. There you go. There's your prop. Ladybug. Louise and I will be like, yeah, draw a ladybug. Draw a ladybug pushing a lawnmower around the base of a mushroom house. Because that would be cute and funny. I don't know. I don't know what kind of images you like to draw. I'm just randomly pulling out something. Oh, got to tell you, because Renee was talking about that she made Bob a cheese wrap for lunch, right? Got to tell you, last night I was about to go to bed and then I decided I hadn't eaten all day because I was doing cards. And I went, I probably should have something for dinner. And I was like, okay. And because the girls weren't home and stuff, so I hadn't cooked dinner or anything. It's just me. And I was like, okay, so I've got to think that. So I was like, I'll make myself toasty. So that, by the way, toasty is a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay. So I was like, I'll make myself toasty. So I was pulling that out and I was going to make all of that. And yep, we're getting ready. And I put the cheese on it and I went, oh, I might put some salami on it. And then I was like, well, wait up. I might put a bit of aioli on it. And then I'm like, what about some olives? And then I went, well, if I put olives, I should turn it into more of a pizza thing. So then I put some pizza sauce on it. Best toasty ever. It was like a toasty pizza. Oh, so good. So I'm sitting there at like 9:30, 9 o'clock at night, just gnawing on this pizza toasty. And it was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. A cool image to color. A ladybug pushing a lawnmower around the base of Mushroom House. It would be awesome. I should do that. Because I don't know what Dana likes to color, to draw. So, ladybug. I love ladybugs. 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 All right. Now I'm going to come in with burnt sienna 50. You lost me after the olives. Well, you can give or take the olives. I like olives. Just some sliced black olives they were. Because I don't often get to have them on pizza because the girls don't like them. So I was like, yep. But it was a good toasty. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make me one of them again today, I think. Yeah, no, it is quite a whimsical idea. I like it. Yeah, good. There's something about, you had a bowl of salad. Salad. There's something good about like a good grilled cheese sandwich. You just cheese on bread, but amazing. And for those that are in Australia or get it, nothing like a sausage sizzle. Nothing like a Bunnings snag. And it is the most simplest thing, but a Bunnings snag. So good. So Bunnings is our big hardware store here in Australia, hardware store chain. And every weekend they have fundraising, I'll say barbecue, but so you guys understand it. But all it is sausages on a piece of bread, right? Sausage on a bread with a cheap sausage thrown in it, some onion, and then whatever sauce you want on it. And then it always used to be a sausage and then the onion. But then someone slipped on the onion because they dropped the sausage. I don't know what happened, but, blah, blah, blah. So now they've got to put the onion underneath the sausage, and that's not the same. Onion should be on top of the sausage. Just saying. You might disagree with me, but I like onion on top. Oh, nice. Yeah, that works. Except for you lost me. I'm not broccoli. I'm not the biggest fan. I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. Ah, okay. Sorry, not sorry about making you hungry. I'm kind of hungry now too, so that will be after this. It was too early for me to eat. It's always too early for me to eat before I start this. But afterwards, I'm usually like, I've been talking for 2 hours. I'm like, give me some food. And I don't have me a Mary, so I have to go make my own snacks. Rude. Although I saw something the other day, and I'm like, all I could think of was Shannon. So Alda here had these peanut corn puff chippy things. And so I bought them, and we took them on the trip, on the drive, and we're eating them. And they basically taste like peanut butter. So then we had the brilliant idea, but salty. So, salty, crunchy peanut butter Cheetos. That's basically what it was, right? So peanut butter Cheetos. And we were like, oh, how would that be with chocolate? So then I had a block of chocolate in the snack bag as well. So we were just like taking off blocks of chocolate and shoving it in our mouth with the peanut Cheetos. So good. And I was just thinking of Shannon the entire time. And I'm like, she would appreciate this. All right, I'm going to come in with some pink white. Hey Emily. How's it going? Furry fish. Okay. I was like, what? Oh, was I talking about the other Emily? I don't know. I just had to open her door. I don't know. Oh, I love anchovies. Saltier the better. Oh, Emily. What? That's probably not so good considering, you work online and everything you do is online. Probably need to have that. Your whole it's all about online. I'll pretty much eat anything. Let's get real. That's what I said. Like if I was in the right cultural environment, I'll eat spiders and cockroaches and whatever if that was the done thing at that point in time. I mean, I eat ant butts, so I'm not too. I tried to find some green ants when I was up north, but I was lazy and didn't want to go hunting for some mango trees to find some. So, because I was going to take a video of me actually eating one. Oh, taters, nice. Hey, Azra. How's it going? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Azra. I do hope you get some relief. Oh my gosh, your computer just froze. Emily, I think you just need to just call it a day, sweetheart. Come back tomorrow. Just be like, no, we're done for today. Okay. Shock horror. I'm going to get out a blender, but for this, I don't like the Caran d'Ache blender. Caran d'Ache doesn't work on toothy layered paper. It works on smooth paper. So for this is my favorite blender, which is the Derwent blender. So I'm going to come in, and I'm not going hard with this blending because I still want to put more layers over the top. But I am going to come in and do some blending. It'll be interesting to see what Emily thinks of different blenders when she does her video. Staff craft. Oh. How much longer have I got? 25 minutes. Okay, good. Because my stomach's like, You've been talking about food and discussing food. We need us some food. So you can see again, I'm blending right over where I've made those pencil indents, and the colour's not going into them. Yeah. All right. No worries, Emily. Look after yourself. Hope it goes well for you. Figure it out. Yeah, I have so many different kinds of blenders. It's not funny. And they all have different purposes. They're good for different things. Like I said, the Caran d'Ache works beautifully on smoother paper. Like, absolutely beautiful. And I'll probably go over this at the end with Caran d'Ache just to bring out the vibrancy. But it wouldn't do what I want it to do here. Yeah, it works out when. Yeah, that's exactly right. like usually, to be honest, I would use odorless mineral spirits on this, but I know a lot of people don't like to work with OMS, so um, I'm using the pencil blender instead. Yes, Sarah should be on about half an hour after me. Yeah, I know. But basically, I'm lazy too. And when I started this when I was up at Mum's, I didn't have the OMS on me anyway. So, um, no worries. I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice evening, Atlanta. Yeah, I've got the Prismacolor too. I never think to use the Prismacolor one, actually. I also got the Splendor blenders from Lyra. I got to play with them and figure out where they're going to be good. The blender pens are pretty cool from Derwent too. Could use that actually. Look, I'll show you how these guys work. Some of you might not have seen them. I've used them a couple of times. So this is just basically mineral spirits or an OMS kind of thing in a pen. So you can just come along and do some blendy blend. Don't really need to, but I've started it, so why not? So if you find working with paint brushes and stuff, using OMS isn't really comfortable for you, you can get these. And honestly, you can unscrew the top, because I have. So you can take the top lid off and just refill it with OMS. So because I don't like to have to keep buying stuff. Oh, it's caught a storm like crazy. Lovely. That was me on Friday night. Oh, thank you, Jamie. It's getting there. Like Georgia's still got a fair bit of work to go on her skin, but it's getting there. Skin is the one thing I will take a lot of time on. I would never normally spend this much time on other things. Like the hair I'll get through pretty quickly and all of that kind of stuff. But the skin just takes time. It takes the layers. It is required. As much as I hate layering and I hate going slow. And this image is important to me, so I want to do the best I can, because I will frame it and put it up on the wall. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, she's a newer channel, but she's lovely. She's really sweet. Well, everyone's really sweet. Let's get real. Except for me. I'm a bit too blunt to be called sweet. So the beauty of using OMS is that it'll just melt it into the tooth of the paper without damaging it. So it means that you can layer for days. But I can layer for days on this paper anyway, because it is this is the light fast paper. It's not cheap, and there's a reason it's not cheap. It's designed specifically for coloured pencil art. All right. Just cleaning off my blender before I put it back in the drawer. Well, not the drawer, the basket thingy. Oh, you twinkle. Oh, ate a Twinkie. Nice. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, there is. There's so many. Like, all right, so let's get real. I've got there's the Prisma. There's the Derwent. There's the Caran d'Ache. There's the Lyra. There is such thing as a burnisher. So Derwent's got a burnisher. It's got a different roll, but it is there. You've got powder blender. Solvent. Obviously those blender. Oh no, that's Posca. Where did I put it? The blender pens. You've got things like a colorless blender. And then there's the Tombow blender. There's lots of different things out there that you've just got to find what works for you. And I for me, they all have different places where they are helpful. And then if you really want to get into it, you can use things like baby oil and whatever else. But there's a whole bunch of them. Do I no, of course I don't. You don't need all of them. Do I need all of them? Yes, because it's me. I have full set syndrome with everything. To be honest, Rita, I haven't used the Tombow blender either. I bought it to try it with the Inktense and stuff, and I just haven't got around to doing it. But I've only had it for a few weeks, so I will say that. But I made my own blending solution, which is basically the Tombow blender, which is glycerin, water, and a bit of alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. So I'm like, yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. That's why I got it. I was like, I'll get the Tombow blender to try with that. And I'll just fill that up with my own. Once that goes, I'll just fill it up with my own. What words am I using? My own solution. Oh, words are hard. All right, Carmine Lake. I just had to wait for that blender to dry a little bit before I go back in. So that's why I was sitting there talking to you. It gave me an excuse to let the paper dry. So now I'm putting final layers on the top. So Carmine Lake is very much like Kaput Mortem Violet. It's a very good brown purple. It's really good for doing shadowing. Yeah, that's it. Glycerin and water. Yep. I add a little bit of isopropyl, like only 5% of the solution be the isopropyl alcohol, just for, to keep it, I don't know. But yeah, it's just glycerin and water, about 50-50. All right, I am going to come in with I'm going to come in with a warm grey of some sort. I'm going to use French grey. No, I don't want French grey 30. I want French grey. Just got to find it now. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I'm just using a French grey. Just down here where there's obvious shadowing. See, my color wheel's in my head. Because I'm makeup artist and stuff, and I've been doing color theory since before some people were born, Tonya. I just kind of it's in my head. It's in my head. Sorry. But it is really handy to have. Because color theory is one of those things that once you get it, it does help a lot. But then there's no rules either. If you want to put something down, put it down. Like art, that's what's so beautiful about art. It's whatever you want it to be. It's yours. It's your page. You do whatever the hell you want with it. This loose piece of thread is driving me insane. I should just pretend it doesn't exist. I think I'm going to. It annoys me. Yeah, color wheel is also in your head. That's it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is handy to have around. I do have one somewhere. Somewhere. Tammy, you remind me of the zombie. I was named after a song. It's such a pretty song. It just is not deserving of me. It's all about sweet, innocent, falling in love, bleh, stuff. I'm like, what? No. But my dad saw the movie Tammy when he was like 13 years old and was like, I'm going to call my daughter Tammy. And he never changed from that. My mum never had a choice. Which I think is kind of sweet. If you hadn't figured, I'm a daddy's girl. I'm a daddy's little girl. Love my daddy. I got a random message off him yesterday just saying, I love you, my beautiful daughter. And I wrote back and I'm like, I love you, my wonderful dad. And then I rung him. And I'm like, I love you. All right, back in with Burnt Ochre 50. So George's leadership investiture is on Thursday morning. So that's where she gets her prefect badge or whatever. And her leadership and her blazer and all of that. So Dad's coming to town for that. So we're going to go for coffee after. So that's lovely. So it's good. I'm just seeing my mommy and now I get to see my daddy. Yeah, the Bad Wolves are good too. I don't mind the Bad Wolves version. But I'm a 90s girl, so Cranberries are always going to have my... Sorry, I'm zoning out. I literally just zoned out there. My parents were strict when I was growing up too, but not nastily strict. They were appropriately strict, and I'm the same with my girls. It was all about, accept responsibility for your actions and stuff like that, and it's respectful to behave in an appropriate manner. We don't treat people with disrespect and all of that kind of stuff. So my parents were strict, but not cruelly strict. Yes, I had to do chores. Yes, I had to keep my room clean. Yes, I had to, be considerate of others. And there were consequences if I was not. But no, I'm very lucky. And that's what I say. I'm very lucky. I actually have 4 beautiful parents. I am very, very blessed, and I am thankful for that. Very much so. Because not many people get that lucky to have 4. My step parents are fantastic people. So I am very, very lucky person. Yeah, because you like Marilyn. No, lovely. Yeah, it was 2000 something, but yeah. Ashley, I should, shouldn't I? I'm sure Georgia would appreciate that. Not. All right, I'm going to come in with burnt ochre 10. I'm just going to turn the page because I want to change my stroke direction. Even though I work in small circles, sometimes just changing the angle that you come from will help with the blending on your page. Because everyone comments that I don't turn my page a lot. That's only because I'm on camera. I turn my page so much off camera. I'm just lucky that I can bend my wrist most of the time so that I don't have to turn it as much. But sometimes you just gotta. Yours was named I like Atlanta. It's great. My aunt's name is Lenora. She was named after a lamp. My granddad saw the name on a lamp and went, "Oh, that's a pretty name," and so she was named after that. Yes, Debbie Reynolds was the one that my dad fell in love with as a teenage boy. So I got Tammy. And I can't sing, but it's like, I hear the bluebirds whistling above. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. Something like that. So it's a really soft, sweet song. It's kind of gross. I do have the original sheet music for it downstairs, however. And the original record. And I played it as I walked down the aisle. Oh, thanks. I can't sing. But yeah, it is a very sweet song. Now I've got Tammy, Tammy's in love. Oh, Hootie, how Hootie, do you see Tammy? Oh gosh, now I'm going to be singing that all day. I don't want to sing my own name. No, I sound like a husky man. No, I'm never going to be a theatre singer, but I'm not complete, like, it's not too cat screech worthy. It's bearable. And that's fine. Oh, awesome. Well, you would really get along well with Angie and Ashley, Atlanta. Oh, God, all A's. Maybe it's an A thing. So Ashley is also a theatre major, and Angie used to be a theatre performer and production. So those ladies are all about the musical theatre. So yeah, definitely. You ladies can talk about stuff that I don't understand. When you all start talking about different musicals and stuff, I go, yeah, whatevs. I don't know what they're talking about, but I go, yeah, great. Music's not my thing. I think that's probably more than anything why I say I can't sing and stuff, because people, like, a lot of things, and it's same as if you've, like, Atlanta, you would have learned it with kids. They have different languages that speak to them and how they learn and stuff. Music is not mine. I can't remember lyrics. I certainly can't. I can't read music very well. I know ups and downs and speeds up and slow downs, but I'm not. Music is not my thing. All right, so now I'm going to come in with pink white. I'm just going to sharpen this actually, and then we'll nearly be done with the Georgia face. And I'm nearly over, so that's good. They're like a husky man. All right, so I'm just going to do. I didn't realize what the time was. I was just zoning out to the colouring. So I'm just going to come in and do a final run over with pink white. So I'm not using buff titanium because Georgia, like I said, has a pink undertone. So I'm using pink white to maintain that. Whereas on Emily, I used buff titanium because she is more warm. Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, and it is a mathematical language, but it's not my maths. I get that it's mathematical. I get it, but it's not my version of math. I see things in patterns and trends and stuff, and I know music is that as well, but no, it's just not. It's just not something that, and that's okay. And I certainly I admire people that music is their language. I think it's because music is beautiful, but it's just not mine. Like I'd rather dead silence than music. So that kind of says a lot. Like if I'm worked up, I am better being in a quiet place than putting music on to calm me down. All right. So last thing, going to come over with Caran d'Ache. So this is where the Caran d'Ache works. Now, because it will bring out the color, the undertones and stuff like that. I mean, this is a lot of skin. George, I've got a whole lot of chest there, neck, because she's so tall and giant compared to Emily. It was a composer. That's awesome. So the question is, like, because I know that it sometimes you don't want to keep seeing the same thing. I can keep this to keep working on it next weekend, and then after that will be Harry Potter and then Halloween. I can work on this next weekend, or I can start something different. Either way is fine. It's up to you what you would like to see. I'm happy to work in this in my own time too. So don't feel bad if you would like me to start something different. I get that. So yeah, just let me know what you'd rather me do. I'm going to zoom out so you can kind of see it, not so zoomed in. All right. And that's good because Georgia is significantly lighter and pinker than Emily, which is exactly how they should be in real life. I'll show you the, while you're telling me what I should do next week, I'll show you the photo so you can see what I'm talking about. if I can find it. It's like search back to the depths of the... Okay, so there's the original photo there. I can't find the one that I jazzed up. So Georgia is a gentle giant. She is indeed. She can be a right bitch sometimes too, but that's okay. Oh, here it is. There you go. So that's the one there. So you can see that, you know, the shadowings are quite significant in those eyes. It's just part of, I get the amount of times I get, oh, you look tired. It's just part of our eye shape. We've got a very broad brow, our Neanderthal brows, which means we have a lot of shadowing. It's just something that kind of happens, especially in a lit situation. So, all right, no one's telling me, apart from Angie, what you want me to do next week. I won't take offense. Yes, lots of skin. I'm not ready for skin. That's all right. Well, next week will be hair. I'll do the girls' hair next week. Lovely, Atlanta. Yeah, they are beautiful girls. I'm very lucky. All right, so I'll let you go. Get ready before Sarah comes on. If she's coming on, I don't know if she is. I haven't seen her around, so I'm not sure if she is. Finish it on stream. Yep. Okay. I'm happy to, and it's something different. Like, you know, seeing a photo all the way through gives you some ideas. I know that Ashley's already gone and printed out some photos. All right. Well, have a great day, everyone, or night, and I will see you back here later in the week. But I'll see you in the streams throughout the week. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.